Yeti. There we go. Howdy Yang. I don't know why it didn't automatically update. I literally had it plugged in before I even opened the application, but we're good now, right? I hope. Yeah, there's sound waves. Waves of sound. Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. I am slightly intoxicated, so I am now your smooth talking host. I tend to choke on my words less when I've had alcohol. I don't think it's a nervous thing. I think it's literally just lining your throat. It's all I have is water. You know, water ain't sticky. This is the first time the game's launched. The first time I click on it, so that's pretty dope. You may have noticed the last few streams, even going back into Dragon Age 2, I've had like segments where it gets kind of like blurry for a little bit and then it just turns into a complete block of one solid color. And I mean, the internet's been kind of ass this past month or two. I don't know if like maybe my brother low-key throttled my internet or if it's literally just been dropping, but yeah, not good. So one, I switched the encoder back to the GPU. Apparently there's a third option in there now, so I'm giving that a try. I mean, it was always supposed to be on the GPU, right? But, you know, it wasn't... It being on the processor shouldn't have made too much of a difference. It was just giving me a weird warning every time I tried to launch before when it was on GPU, so I switched over to CPU and I just kind of left it. It shouldn't have made a difference, but now... Hopefully that'll help it retain the picture. I can't guarantee this stream won't drop, though, because the internet's just been spotty. I'm not blaming my brother, I just want to put it past him. So, like, that's my initial thought, but, like, I've also only ever had, like, 2 bars of signal. It's never been full strength in here with the Wi-Fi, so... I just don't feel like running an Ethernet cable through the house. That sounds like work, so I've just stuck with the Wi-Fi, and it's been fine for the most part, but... I've been having a lot of drops the past couple months, and that's not good. Anyways, I ordered a stronger antenna. I've been using the one that came with my motherboard, which I'm sure is like fine, middling, whatever. It's not going to boost speeds. I'm not naive, and I know that that's all determined by the motherboard Wi-Fi chip, but, you know, stronger signal is what I'm looking for, more stable. Sometimes they can make them, like, go through concrete better or something. Not that that's my issue, but, you know, stronger signal. I'm hoping to get 3 bars in here and hopefully never drop again. So that's on the way, but we are not currently on that, but improvements are coming, hopefully. I went the wrong way. So we did the Storm Coast. That went pretty smooth. We could probably go a little deeper in the hinterlands, or I can go to the Fallow Mire instead and look for missing soldiers, which, you know, I'm kind of a butthole for leaving them alone for so long, TPH, but I don't think the Fallow Mire is supposed to be easy, so I'll see. I think it's like a level 10 area or something. We'll take a look-see. Could be fun. I like it, and it's like a zombie area. It's kind of neat to mess around in, right? Zombie swampies. We got some more war table stuff going on here. Use successor in leads.
Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I have found the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
Part of the Ben Hasrath report noting the current fight for succession in Leeds, whatever, has been without a direct ruler since the Duke Ramesh died early in the Orlesian Civil War. The duchy will go to one of the 3 members of the dead duke's family, all of whom have possible claims to the position due to the complex nature of Orlesian politics. His cousin Carolina, that's a state, already a duchess by marriage. His daughter Monet, who claim is muddied by their youthful naivete and the fact that her father pushed her into a life of service to the chantry after his wife's death, likely to protect her from the dangers of the game, and his brother Jean Gaspard, an ambitious and cunning man who has been searching for power. Okay, so the middle one sounds like they won't know what they're doing. But, you know, neither did Alistair, he's been a fine king. The last guy sounds like he'd be a little evil, but that's how you gotta be to survive in Orlais. And Carolina is already a duchess. It doesn't tell us how well she's doing, but she's already a duchess, so it's cool. She's experienced at least. Oh, here we go. Carolina is capable and not overly interested in overseeing leads personally. Okay, so that's no good. Monet would be the most easily manipulated, but less likely to be useful. And John Gaspard would be difficult to manipulate and could present a threat if he succeeds his brother. That's what I was thinking, yes. Any of the 3 candidates could become a valuable ally to the Inquisition, but the other 2 must be removed from play first. Yeah. Monet would do better in the chantry than in the game. I can see that she is encouraged to take vows. Sure, I mean, what about the other 2, though? I can destroy Carolina's marriage with 4 words and the people. The proper glove left on the proper table. That's terrible. Jean Gaspard is a chevalier and is capable of military leader. If we want him removed, I dare say he might recruit him for ourselves. Yeah. I mean, he's dangerous, so we do want him removed. I want to recruit him. That sounds good. I'll take a chevalier.
To work?
Commander Cullen, it would be an honor to serve the Inquisition and prove the mettle of the Orlesian chevaliers by doing the Maker's work. I accept your generous offer wholeheartedly and will arrive in good time. With men loyal to me, it will be my privilege to order the Inquisition's troop into a holy battle against those who would threaten the order of the Empire. In the Maker's grace, Lord Jean Gaspard of Lids. I'm gonna say Leeds, I don't like Lids. I gotta eliminate the other 2. John Gaspard, Carolina, and Monet will almost certainly be the next Duchess of Leeds. As the struggle intensifies, Carolina has sent agents to cause a scandal, judging that Monet does not have the skill to avoid such snares. Monet has relied upon Mother Rentier, her mentor in the chantry, for advice on how to strengthen her claims to the duchy. And the revered mother, in an attempt to protect Monet, has sent mercenaries to threaten Carolina's life. What the fuck? Well, it sounds like this Monet is Caroline? No, Monet is really not cut out for this. Like, she's gonna fucking die. So she is better off left in the chantry. And it sounds like Carolina cares about getting the land, at least, even if she doesn't want to do it herself. Which means we could put in our own supervisor for this area, which would be good, yeah? Yeah. Carolina has overplayed her hand by giving her agents so much information. I can turn down her and leave her reputation in tatters. Maybe. Our troops can easily stop the mercenaries, and Carolina's plan should be put into position to be the next Duchess. I mean, I feel bad for Monet, because, like, now there's this scandal here, but Take Monet. Commander Cullen, my husband informs me that I have the Inquisition soldiers to thank for the timely intervention that protected my carriage from attack by bandits not long ago. The roads are indeed dangerous these days, and the Duchess of Leeds will do my best to improve their safety. Please convey my gratitude to all who helped me safety of these trying times. I got the Ancestral Blade of Leeds. Nice. Alright, so the Fallow Mire, that's down here. This is underneath Ostagar. And it's basically, is Ostagar like that swamp area where you go for when you're collecting the Darkspawn blood for your hair, not harrowing, whatever, your joining ritual. It's just on the border of frozen waste, like down here, so it's like a cold swamp, which is a weird vibe. You know, swamps are normally like hot and sticky, you know? Maybe that's why it's called a marsh. Send people. A few scouts move more quickly than a large group could. That's true. If I contact the local band, you should send out parties for the missing soldiers right away. I mean, the local band soldiers would be best trained for this kind of thing. Other soldiers are volunteering to search for lost comrades. They won't rest until they found them. That sounds bad. Sounds risky. I'll do scouts. Missing soldiers have been found in a bog called the Fallow Mire. They are being held hostage by Avar, who demand to meet the Herald of Andraste if the Inquisition wants to see its people alive again. Avar. Giant barbarians. They're pretty cool.
Thank you for coming. Maybe you can solve this mess. Our missing patrols are being held hostage by Avar, barbarians from the mountains.
What are they doing in a bog?
That's the thing. Their leader, he wants them to fight you, because you're the Herald of Andraste.
Yeah, regret it, little bitch.
I've survived demons. I think I can handle myself against some southern barbarians.
Yeah, you'd think, but they're a brawny bunch. Getting to our troops won't be easy. You'll have to fight your way through undead. Wait, you're not squeamish about undead, are you?
No, who said that?
There any corpses possessed by spirits?
Right. Nothing to fear. The Avar are holed up in the castle.
Corpse, same as the body, come on.
Make her willing, the Inquisition's people are still alive.
Oh, they don't even have blood, so then you should be less squeamish.
This might interest you, sir.
You what?
Dispatch for you. What is it? Could prove useful, sir.
Relevant history. Oh, you know, I forgot to make the bee grenade. That would have been nice. Oh well. I think it would replace the regen potion. Maybe I'd use it more, who knows. Probably wouldn't use it in a normal fight. I do think they're pretty good against dragons, though. If I do recall. And mushrooms. Ah. Ah. Didn't tell me that it turned me around. Guess I was supposed to notice with my eyes, but fuck that.
There must be something here.
Relation army armor. Cunning. Oh, thanks. Allant, I'll be a knight. Rupert said he had a surprise for me. Teased me with a long sentence. He teased me by saying, "Lee, please," which always does when he's trying to impress me by presenting he's not impressing me. Don't tell Mom where I am. Made fresh forage in the red pot for both of you. Call for tomorrow. Almost Lucia. Before atrocities and the forgotten face. I don't know. Worship fucking gods, elven gods. Bottles of Thetis, Garabog, Backcountry Reserve. Likely dropped to avoid seizure by authorities or because of seizure due to drinking it. Garabog only brewed from 874 to 892. Blessed, killed when the vapors in his beard spontaneously combusted. What? What? Diary of Peter Marsh. The gardens are too sick to save, everyone says. Grandfather and my brothers barricaded them in their own house. I want to make anyone else sick. Yelled at me for watching instead of helping. Said it good for ungood. There's no more lights in the gardener's home. Ravine, nowhere in my travels. The heart of the Imperial Marsh streets of Osmar. I felt so much an outsider as in Ravine. Always. Oh shit! Learn about Ravine when let's fucking go there. I don't know. Isabel is from Ravine, right? And they're brown people. Islanders. It'd be like, I don't know, Puerto Rico or something. Dominican Republic. Cuba. And, you know, they're obviously boat people, that's their thing, pirates and whatnot. Only so many cultures you can copy. I think Tevinter's the most interesting of the bunch, and Antiva's Italy with assassins. There's a wind-weathered inscription, statue, mission formed by the illustrators. Ban Hargrave, protector of the Fallow Mire, to commemorate the completion of her keep and to thank Blessed Andraste for her good fortune. The Light of Andraste. Oh, just a statue of the lady.
Look, signs of a plague.
It must have been a terrible illness. No one's come to reclaim the land. No one living at any rate.
Ah, lightning. Make a shwave. Pretty sure you walk slower when you're in the water. But sometimes there's loot in the water.
Careful.
Oh, actually you walk just
Disturbing
fine.
water draws them out.
Whoa! Zambos. The loot's a trap. Used tissues. Full of disease. I'm not sure that they'll stop coming. What is this? What is
Is that
this?
a beacon of some sort?
Some sort of beacon of some sort. I think I have to defend this point after I light it. I'm not mistaken. It wards off undeadals. Deadens. The undead are corpses possessed by spirits, as the character said. Which means that the veil is thin here. Pretty sure these beacons are here to like strengthen the veil. That's their whole point.
We could use these, lure those corpses out of the mud and fight on solid ground.
Keep an eye out for more then.
Few things last long here. Mud and water bury forever what they cannot erode.
So as I was hoping, there is in fact more news. about, you know, Veilguard. That one. The next game. The hell? So, yeah, they didn't pause at all during that gameplay. We didn't get to see, like, the menu or what the skill tree was going to look like, which I said that the game looked kind of Mass Effect-y, and it was... I was expecting, like, a truncated skill tree, even simpler than what we have here. And the interview I read, they say that's not the case. The developer is like, you know, so deep, and we're hearing a lot of comparisons to Mass Effect, and, we're like the opposite of that, you know? So that's good words. I like to hear those words, but, are they the right words?
So we're taking the magical fire with us?
Apparently certain number of feet it's possible. 100% trying to figure out the problem. I'm fucking know. Bro, just take me back to the damn camp. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Is this the right way? Huh. Nitty. No. So yeah, they said that they were largely influenced by the Final Fantasy X Sphere Grid and the Final Fantasy XII license board. Specifically, more so the license board, but like structurally it will look and function like the Sphere Grid, I guess. So, for those of you who haven't played any Final Fantasy games, that means like a lot of little baby upgrades across a wide net. To use more examples, if you think like Enshrouded's skill tree or Path of Exile. So it's going to be like a spider web of little nodes. And they said, the way they described it, if you're going to play a mage, then you're going to start in the center, and immediately around that is going to be like the starting toolkit for a mage. So you see like Cold Grasp, and probably above that is kind of Cold, but then if you want to not get Cold Grasp, you can look at it in a different direction. It'll be Fireball, and then another direction will be like, you know, Spirit Bolt or something. And they said that they're all like organized into sections, so for the warrior, this is the example they used there, it would be like offensive, defensive, and like ability focus. So I imagine utility stuff like taunting. And maybe like the grapple hook that Iron Bull has, something like that. And then at the end of those skill trees, you have to like work your way out towards one of the specializations that'll fit you. And they also said that you'd hit your specialization like mid-game, and then you'd be able to branch out and probably get a second one, so that's good. So if we're talking in the warrior, then I would imagine like defensive plus utility abilities would have the Templar at the bottom of it. And then like offensive plus utility abilities would probably have the Reaver, and then you know, like your champion buffer on defensive and offensive if we're splitting into like 3 quadrants like that. So that's how I'm picturing the skill tree will look. And they also said the max level is going to be 50, which is like double what we're used to. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, obviously I like leveling up. There's nothing wrong with that, but if the max level is so high, you're either going to level up frequently or not or, but I imagine combining that with the idea of the license board, you're not going to have stat points. Instead, like, that spider web is going to have a bunch of baby nodes that are, like, +1 dexterity on it, rather than anything, like, meaningful, like a passive. that's interesting or an ability. I mean, nothing has been seen yet. This is all just what I'm gathering from the interview, but I don't hate it conceptually. I mean, a non-truncated skill tree is better than I could have hoped for, and obviously Path of Exile was wildly successful, so there's nothing wrong with that kind of skill tree. It works. Yeah, I would say that improved my opinion by reading that, I suppose. I'm still skeptical, but hopeful. Alright, I think that there's a solid chance that it'll actually be pretty good. I also totally forgot to mention last time that the rogue character had, like, the bow as an aiming mode. They had, like, 8 arrows on a recharge, kind of like how it is in God of War Ragnarok. So, you know, you switch into your aim mode, you fire off your 8 arrows, and those will automatically refresh, but, like, it was just an option, you know, like holding a trigger, so it makes me curious if all of the classes are going to have melee and ranged capability, rather than, you know, you pick a rogue and you're either an archer or a dual wielder, and you're probably a dickhead if you did both. Unless you're in Origins and you have the second weapon set where it kind of works, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't hate that. It worked in Lord of the Rings War in the North. I thought that game was pretty fun. Probably better than locking me to one weapon set for the whole damn game. So yeah, I think that's probably a good thing. I don't mind it. I don't think that warrior would be caught dead without some kind of ranged option anyways. It's silly. Unless you can actually magically grant yourself some speed bonus without using magic. Like I do currently. To close the distance, you'd probably just pull out a bow. Crossbow even. The issue with giving the warrior a crossbow, though, which would make sense, is that Varric is one of the companions, and he has a crossbow, and he's a rogue. But they said specifically the companions would have unique skill trees, so they're like, they don't want you to have to worry about specking out this massive complex spider web for all of your companions. That'll probably be a little overwhelming, I agree with that. So they said theirs will be more simplified, and like their webs will just be like a couple different webs centered around their abilities. So I'm picturing something like they'll have maybe 5 webs for each of their abilities, and the abilities in the center, and then they'll just be like ability modifiers and little stat bonuses attached to it. So maybe you get pinning shot, and then there's one that like focuses on adding a debuff to it, or extending the duration, or the damage. And those would be like the branches of pinning shot. That makes sense. And that sounds more similar to how it works in Mass Effect 2. Their skill trees are basically like that, where like it's either a flat upgrade or it gives you a choice when you hit a milestone one. But, you know, their entire skill tree is just like, here's passive stats, here's their abilities. So it sounds like the companions will at least have the Mass Effect skill tree. We're getting a little hybrid. I'm sure it'll be conveyed in the same kind of spiderweb format. Damn. Ow. Fucking snipers.
This can't be all of them. There must be more further in.
Blue vitriol. Wow. Get your ass up, Derek, you damn namby-pamby. So as you see, we're getting kind of danked by these guys. It's not like we're unable to kill them, but we can't go on like long treks out here. It is kind of hard. I don't know if I'll like be able to completely explore the Fallow Mire. Maybe get back to the hinterlands for a bit. Part of it's just not getting overwhelmed by going out into the water where they just spawn out of nowhere. I suppose that could help once I like explore a cabin, then I'm out of potions, but if I stuck on the road I could probably get farther in. Camp right here.
You want to set up camp?
Yeah. No, from a scout. Paper is small, thin, and versions and bird. Warn the herald her life is in danger if she comes to the mire. Our patrol stopped Devard 3 days ago. We didn't understand why they came down from the Frostbacks until we were captured in an ambush. Their leader said they came because they heard the Inquisition was in the area. They want to lure out and kill the herald of Andraste to win favor with their gods. And escape and free the others. That'll help. I found a good camping spot, rescued the party, and my wounds before heading off. Okay. Small note on words of Deathroot have been underlined 3 times. There's a small illustration of the plant that looks like spindleweed with this one underneath it. What? Spindleweed's Deathroot? Cool. Probably be pretty good. You ever seen like the meme picture of like buff Jesus Christ? It just says, "Where is your God now?" That's exactly how I feel about this situation with the Avar. I'm buff Jesus. They're trying to kill me to please their gods.
Nothing to report, sir. No sign of the Avar who want to challenge me. Or the Inquisition soldiers.
I hope the Avar haven't gotten bored with the hostages and that they understand how hostages work.
Sure they do. They took them. Right. Right. No, we're going further away from our objective. There's a rift here. Maybe I'll close that and then head backwards. Or step in the water for a fucking second and there's undead. Those are nice materials. Death fruit. Oh, Fade Riff. And a Navarre. What up?
So, you're Herald of Andraste. My kin want you dead, Lowlander, but it's not my job. No fears from me.
Okay.
Why aren't you with the other Avar?
Trying to figure out this hole in the world. Never seen anything like it's like. They spit out angry spirits. Endless. What the sky's trying to tell us? I don't know.
They're caused by the breach in the sky. It was some kind of magic gone wrong.
I know that, Lowlander. I'm talking about the Lady of the Skies. Do you not know her? Can't you see the warning she writes through the bird flocks in the air?
Interesting how widely Ferelden beliefs diverge.
Call me Ferelden again, Elf, and see how far you get.
Rip.
I thought the Avar wanted to fight me.
Our chieftain's son wants to fight you. I'm called in when the dead pile up. Rites to the gods, mending for the bleeding, a dagger for the dying. That's what I do. I don't pick up a blade for a whelp's trophy hunt.
The other Avar kidnapped an Inquisition patrol. Are they all right?
A few were injured in the skirmish, but they were alive. Last I saw them. Someone's trained them well. They killed more of us than I thought they would.
Farewell, then.
Watch the water.
But you watch the sky. For you, this means don't step in the water because we get overwhelmed. Oh. I feel like the counterattack should be a detonator. It looks powerful. My only real attack. For some reason, only my charge is a detonator. We had assistance.
Lady of the skies. You can mend the gaps in the air.
Pretty great, huh?
Maybe you do have a god's favor. Aye.
Farewell, then.
Watch the water.
That's right, I have Andraste's favor. Where is your god now? I suppose lighting these fires will like get rid of the water bullshit. Right? It might. That's the whole point. Is why we should do it. Schwa. Fort.
There was a mighty kingdom here once. I have seen glimmers in my dreams.
There's no way you slept in this fucking zombie-infested swamp. Bit by mosquitoes or something. Fire. Staring at the set of unreadable runes conjures up strong feelings of bitterness and arrogance in equal measure. They fade slowly. there's fast travel points. Nice. I can make getting through here a lot easier, I suppose. Oh, is that a fucking bear? No, it's a hippo. Even worse. Hippos are like one of the deadliest animals on Earth. Fuckers aren't even amphibians, but their lung capacity is so huge they just like walk under lakes. What's this? Better defense when you have guards, so better defense. That's pretty good. Tempted. I only get to pick one of these. Looks like it. You only have one or the other. That's crazy. Give me that shield bash. Destroy guard. The update from last time, I guess. I played more Symphony of the Night. I've gotten to the inverted castle and I like went through a section of that, so yeah, definitely not something I'd figure out as a kid. Even as an adult, I barely fucking figured it out. Like, obviously there was spots on my map that had openings, but I couldn't figure out how to get into them. Basically, the one roadblock was getting into the catacombs. Or, like, there was a switch I hit at some point, and a little message quickly popped up on screen. It said something appeared near the wood bridge. I'm like, what fucking wood bridge? There's probably a bunch of wood bridges, but no, I was talking about the wood bridge a couple rooms back. And even then, yes, there was a new enemy. I saw it was very out of place, and I wasn't there before, but I didn't put together that I need him to destroy the wood bridge, because I couldn't destroy the wood bridge. You're telling me this wood bridge is sturdier than a fucking stone wall? I destroyed how many of those with my bare fucking hands? Whatever, that's how you opened it up, and from there it was pretty straightforward. I guess you find the spike breaker and then you can break spikes, and there's a literal message in the rings that you find to get you to the glasses finally. Like, yeah, it's just a little complicated there. I also found the water breathing relic, which is like optional as fuck. it was in a weird spot, the opening to get into there. Like, I thought that it looked suspicious the first time I saw it, but the wall didn't break when I hit it. And it turned out I had to attack the floor, which... It's not even easy to do a downward diagonal attack. I'm pretty sure it was a PS1 game, so that means they only had D-pad available, so I've been playing with the D-pad. And yeah, not easy to do downward diagonals like that. Unless you want to use your sub-weapon. The water breathing one was kind of stupid. I thought that maybe that's what I was missing, and I was going to find the entrance in the water at first, but it turned out to just be a dead end. There's literally only 2 spots of water in the whole freaking game. It's so useless. Maybe in the inverted castle that'll change, but... silly. And honestly, the bad ending seemed, like, believable. Right? Especially with considering that you're, like, playing Alucard, right? Of fucking Dracula's son. Nobody said that you had to be a good guy, especially if you hadn't played 3. The only red herring there would be that you never met up with Death again, who at the beginning of the game says, "I'll see you soon," and takes away your gear. But other than that, it seemed like a totally valid ending. Nothing too suspicious there.
Nothing to report, sir.
The inverted castle's just been a little frustrating so far. Because, you know, the levels are made to be played the normal way. Now you have to, like, turn into a bat constantly to fly over shit that's just too high because you're standing on the ceiling. And there's not really platforms that are meant for you to hit the ceiling. They're meant for you to jump off the floor and get a little height, but... I'm sure there's some kind of super jump you get later, like, I remember in Portrait of Ruin, you had this, like, shoulder bash where you mashed R and you just fly upwards. I guarantee something like that's coming, but for now, it's just, like, constantly slowly transform into a bat, which doesn't move very fast, and, Granite Point. Is that what you call Stonehenge? No, it's more than Stonehenge. In Valheim, these are like Viking graves or something. Maybe that's more what's going on here. Each one of these is basically a mausoleum, and like right here would be the corpse. Dig it up for some treasure. What's that? Oh. Just a shiny spot. I thought it was a lustrous, bright blue metal. I don't think we've actually streamed any Metroidvanias yet. Considering how much I love the genre, we probably should. Maybe it'll be Bloodstained. I've been meaning to go back to that because, like, there's constant new content updates. One of them literally just dropped. It's like part 2 of a storyline, I guess. Has new levels. It's like a level-based thing, I guess. It's part of the classic mode. I don't know what classic mode means, but I'm assuming there's like lives or something, or maybe it's just the fact that it's level-based. Seems cool. Play a lot of different characters to play. There's a whole co-op mode. There's a roguelike version of the game that exists. Just a lot of content. I know most of it was in a rogue map, but I'm pretty sure they're long finished with all that, and they're just adding new content to Bloodstained. So I don't know if I want to like replay the main game, but like I can go back to that and play some of the side content maybe. Alternatively, I have is it Vernal Edge? Vernal Blade, something like that. Came out around November. I heard it was really good. Still haven't played it, but you know, there's that. I'll probably do that on my own long before we get to it, though. Like, you know, the point is Mass Effect after this. I was hiding supplies above the rocks when I heard voices from the Watermill West. Horned men, so are you telling me there's supplies above the rocks? Allant sniper bow. Some statues in Fallow Mire of our origin. It amused Ban Hargrave to bring them back from her conquest in the hills and plant them outside her home. The way a gardener might transplant flowers, the band entertained visiting nobles by giving tours of statues, regaling her guests with dark tales of Avar's superstitions, which she mostly made up on the spot. Oh. I read that one because I thought it would tell me if there were like graves or something, but no. They're just statues. We have no idea what their actual purpose is. Ah, yes. Above the rocks. We're gonna find some treasure. There it is. Look at that. Not too hidden. Unless this is a dummy. Yeah, dummy. No, that's probably it. See, like a platforming trail or anything. Alright, let's just zoop back over here. Noochie boochies, brah. Swave. Check our loot. I forgot all about this fucking blade we just got. Is it any good? And it's a one-hander, so you're gonna use it on a tank, and you get the damage bonus if you're not hit. Like, no, stupid, trash. Solus does 45. All right. We got a lot of mage armor here. This is trash. It might even be what he started with. Unless I have something that's like significantly better here like this. I think all those other bonuses come from his arms, which I gotta remove and put on this. Unless those are only for apprentice mail, which would be an issue. One level away, and he hasn't leveled up yet, so like that level 9 is coming. Should probably just give him the enchanter armor. It's just battle mage. Human trained only. Dumb. Emoliate, Shadow Strike, Constitution, Dexterity, Melee Defense. Your resistance seems too fat to be replaced by fucking 2% like that. Great chance, I mean, why not? Guard penetration. Yeah. I don't have any rings. Give me that crit chance. Or, no, fuck you. Iron Bull, you can have it. Ah! No, not destroy, unequip. You can have that, and I will take the guard penetration. Un segundo. I hear Bean Boy. Shit. Also. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Nothing to report, sir.
Those litter boxes clean. He's been doing good, alright? I literally just changed out the litter. I use clumping litter anyway, so it stays mostly clean, but like... I don't know, 2 or 3 times a year, you get to a point where like the clumps may be a little bit chipped off and there's just some little bit of pee litter that you can't really scoop out. And after so many of those happen, you get to a point where there's a lot of that in the box and you gotta just dump it all out. Like, yeah, 2 or 3 times a year you gotta do that, and it's fine. It's fine. prepare for it. But anyways, he has like the cleanest litter he's had all fucking year right now, because I just emptied it.
Is the queuing some kind of big secret? How come no Kunari I've met will explain it even slightly?
It's not a secret. It's just too big for a quick chat. Tell me about the Qun is like saying tell me about economics. Most Kunari know just enough to get by. It's like blind dwarves trying to figure out a dragon by touch. Only the priests really have the whole picture, and they spend their whole lives figuring that crap out.
Well, I'll leave them to it then.
Why are you guys so obsessed with it if you don't understand it? Beacon. Don't touch the water. You asked for it. Clang, clang, clang. What are the enemies? Oh, I don't like them. Already wants back out. Ow. Un segundo. These particular Veilfire runes are completely impenetrable, but staring them brings out the mental image of some kind of plant, and the impression is somehow important. Is it talking about the... Spindle weed. Weed. That's it? I don't see any more. Oh, I see it. Winds down this way instead. And that seems pretty like a thin boy. It's long and thin. Is there any crap up here though, or what? Maybe a dragon net? No, I don't think there's any dragons here. Swamp and misery. We can fast travel right back to that Veilfire, so we're free to go and explore here without worrying about resources. And, Segundo. Playing tech support guru again. I explained the story before, right? How I had a friend at work who built a gaming PC and I helped him with that, kinda. Well, he likes it when he's playing and it's working, but anytime there's any little fucking problem, he's like, I don't know how to use a computer. It's frustrating. I'm like, okay, this is probably why consoles exist. I don't think computers are too inaccessible anymore, but I've also been using it my whole damn life. I don't know, maybe it's just more complicated than I thought. Maybe an Xbox is an okay option. An Xbox is an okay option, right? They're pretty powerful at this point. And, you know, it's like the idiot's computer. It does everything you'd want on your computer. You can watch YouTube on it, go to Netflix, whatever. Like, it's safe. You're not gonna get a virus on your fucking Xbox. You have a little controller, you know, have a little keyboard, you don't gotta type nothing in. Like, it's easy to use. I don't mean idiot's computer like you're an idiot if you're using it. I mean idiot's computer like an idiot can use it. My father died with honor, so he gave him to the sky. My husband and I lied. The procession to the peak, signing with knives, hammer, and scouted flesh, spitting bones. As we left, saw the Kyrian crows descending to carry my father home in pieces. I knew the lady in the sky smiled. You think it's a good thing when the birds pick apart your fucking dad? The tribe has never failed to do the lady in the sky's honor. The flights of her birds reveal the future to our shaman. We sacrifice wolves upon her altars. In return, she sends prize game in hunt, victory, and war when a couple is bound. Do you think the Lady of the Skies has control over land animals? When a couple is bound together by sacred knots is the lady's hymn we sing. We have our never leave ice and stone. We wither. We never bowed to Allant as the Almighty did, nor shall we be enslaved by the words of their new prophet. We're constant as the sky and summer lady. Okay. That's why he got offended when you call him Ferelden, because Allant had, you know, he united the barbarians and made Ferelden a kingdom where it was occupied by Orlais. Like, they were always independent. I think Callan had's like the term from you know, like Fey language or Arthurian myth, whatever the hell you want to call it, Avalon, stuff like that, you know. Like, there's the normal myth of King Arthur, and then there's the whole high fantasy version with, like, Camelot and the Knights of the Round Table and shit, like, the Lady of the Lake. Normally, it's just a guy, he pulled a sword and he was cool, like, you know, and there were no wizards or none. There are different versions of the story, so I'm getting at. Anyways, Galahad is Galahad, and I said that he's basically Charlemagne. I'm pretty sure that's what Galahad refers to. Charlemagne, the man united the barbarian tribes and made the United Kingdom. Or Great Britain, at least. It's the most important part of the United Kingdom. So propaganda has led me to believe. I know they're on their own now, and they're doing just fine. My ignorance is telling me the United Kingdom is like a more actual union. Like Germany and France plus Great Britain or something. And Ireland, I believe, is independent. I don't know. Britain's a weird thing. Because we still make the distinction between England and Scotland and Wales. And maybe Ireland, but then that's all Britain, and like we say British, we also say English. They somehow maintained their whole culture despite being the same nation for how many years, and I just don't know what to think. They probably think it's easy because they get taught it in school, like we learn all about American history. You know, I don't have time to learn about that crap, alright? It's past. It's not relevant anymore. There were guys in metal suits with swords, and that was pretty cool, and that's all I really need to know. Even then, I'm pretty sure their own history is like kind of muddied between the nearby states because they're all small, or nearby countries because they're all small. Like I think Joan of Arc came from France, but then she solved the war in England? Question mark. And it's a weird thing where, like, they didn't do it in the name of France, as every Frenchman should. Like, kind of like how Alex the Great was, like, Macedonian, and he was like, nah, I'm Greek. And he went and claimed Egypt for Greece.
Is it true that the entire dwarven economy relies upon lyrium?
Mostly. We've got the Nug market cornered as well.
And the dwarves of
Just
Orzammar
lyrium?
never studied lyrium?
What about dwarven
They
craftsmanship?
certainly haven't shared anything up here. Why?
It is the source of all magic, save that which mages bring themselves. Dwarves alone have the ability to mine it safely. I wondered if they had sought to learn more.
The folks back in Orzammar don't care much about anything but tradition.
Does that mean they're like God's chosen people or something? I'd believe it. Dwarves are pretty dope. We should play We Are the Dwarves at some point. That's a great game. I feel like the sequel's never coming out, but I can hope. And it's a book too. I'm sure the sequel exists in novel form at least. Maybe something my sister should check out if she happens to watch this one. She doesn't watch as often as my mother, but still, I know she really liked the Lord of the Rings books. And the Harry Potters, and I know all those are fucking thick-ass books, like, she can actually read, unlike me. Oh shit, it's a fucking revenant. Oh my god. That's the wrong pause. Because this is a DualSense controller, technically select on the Xbox is like the share button here. I've kind of avoided ever pressing it because I assume it's going to be the share button, even though it's set up to be select. So I use the trackpad, the left and right sides of that work as start and select as well. And I just, sometimes I hit it in the middle and it doesn't do the right one. That's what happened there. Where is Iron Bull? Resurrect him. Can I disrupt this rift? The stench of wet fur is so strong it almost masks the pungent odors of the mire. Almost. Okay. Is this like a doggy den? There's Mapari statues. Ooh, my companions are all mine. Took them long enough, Jesus fucking Christ. Eric Tethras. I got the acid I wanted there. Probably get this or something. Some evasion. Put down B. Yep, just like that. Mana regen. Your allies have an active barrier, beneficial energy. Helps to recover mana or stamina. I mean, fine, but you don't have spells. You need spells, dog. Oh, and that would be good too. Don't put it in there, but on like speed. Iron bullshit. Got here crippling blows, critical hits leave enemies weakened. That's pretty dope. Hits from behind leave them slowed. Is that move speed and attack speed, or just move speed? It does give him strength. Or give him both, I'm sure. Anyways, now they should be able to equip all the nice armor we've been picking up. So Varric, I think I had scout armor, or the helmet at least. Get that. Both give 10 to X, and gives the other one to, what's her face. That's a nice helmet there. And 4 melee defense versus 21, 6 mountains just all around better. Fuck yeah. And it looks sick. Fire's level 10. Crit damage, no. No, why not? I'll take it for now, it's better than nothing. How's my inventory capacity? 45. Maybe I should go empty that. Explore a bit. What am I looking for here? These demons are clever. Find Widris alba. That looks like something over there. Hidden apostate's camp.
We're near another artifact.
That apostate sure is hidden. fucking hit him.
Did you even break up?
God damn. Warden battle mage armor. Mage only. Alright. Give that to Vivian. Wyvern Vitar. Alright. Now so we're Dwarven Wall.
The wards are working.
Fire staff, wow. The stats are pretty high. I don't know that I need to give cunning to a mage though. There was one passive in one of the trees that lets spells crit, if I recall correctly. I don't remember which tree it was. It would be useful in that context. And we got a new Vitar, which I think was going to be pretty good for him. Now I can't even use it yet, but yeah. Totally should. And let's make a pit stop back at good old Haven. Creme.
Can I help you with anything?
Cremdilla. Tell me about. How big's his deck?
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. Last time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but like, what about the deck? Is it like different?
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. The Bull's chargers don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasroth, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
Yeah, I mean, kind of has.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give
He
him more
swings
lip
an
than you'd
axe.
expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee to Vinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
He wasn't at all upset about his fucking eye.
That's how he lost the eye.
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Bighorned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Flail. Come
We'll
on,
talk
those don't
later.
exist. Not in this universe. Like they're amazing weapons or anything. Nothing to say.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Yeah?
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
Wow.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
I could do... Oh, I'm a symbol. I could possibly... Only commands the troops, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Cullen has the loyalty of our soldiers.
Yeah, he's shaping up to be a good commander. But he's building an army, not a movement. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets
Egomaniac.
off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
Thinks that they deserve to make the decision for everyone.
It won't, but it could. What can I do for you?
So, how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the queue. Just, I don't know. Job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
I had a feeling that you thought it was cool when you were a kid and wished that you could have it. You came up with it so quickly.
But why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
And you're a spy.
Close. I am now, I suppose. But that's not how I started. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
Wrangle 'em, cowboy. Canary cowboy, that'd be something. He's a cowboy.
You seem like the type who enjoys a good fight.
There's a good fight, and there's finding out who put rat poison in the bread and killed a bunch of children. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Tal Vashath. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
Brave.
Not many people would have the courage to do that.
I thought about letting some rebel kill me, but I couldn't give any of those bastards the satisfaction. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal Vashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
Hmm. So what? Your title failed and they said, you know what, this guy, he ain't cut out for Kunari, let's get rid of him. We'll use him. Wow, but now you're here, and you're so buff.
I'm glad you're here, Bull.
Me too.
If you ever need to talk more about all this, let me know.
Nah, it was a long time ago. Thanks, though.
It looks like he's got like a peg leg or something. Like, why is that one reinforced?
How's it going?
I'd like to know more about the Kunari.
You writing a book?
I don't know about you. I haven't decided if I'm gonna pick Bull yet, but too early for that to really make too much of a difference, right?
It's your culture, and I'd like to know you better.
You could just ask.
I am.
All right. What do you want to know?
Dicks.
The word Kunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Kunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
What about Kunari who existed before the Kyun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kossith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kossith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
Polar bear people? Something like that? He said he came from the north, and Thedas is pretty huge. I imagine it's an ice cap. Maybe a volcano.
What's it like growing up under the Kyun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers or chantry sisters. They also help figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasra.
Mm-hmm.
That must have been a good day for you.
Yes, it's like being a block of stone with a sculptor working on you. One day, the last of the crap gets knocked off, and you can see your real shape. What you're supposed to be. That's a good day.
I've heard there's no marriage among the Kunari.
Yeah, that's true. Kunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
What?
Kunari don't have sex.
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
Macerins? Like, readers? Like what you have in fucking black and white? People who hang around the fountain like, hey, you wanna fuck? Make more worshippers.
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing, it takes all day, leaves you walking funny.
Whoa.
Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you, see you next week.
Next week. Do you know about... That's pretty cool.
I could work with that.
I know, right? No drama. Still, it's more fun here. Fewer rituals, more making it up as you go along. Plus, you folk have redheads.
No! It's over.
How do the Kunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Kunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military keeps the Kunari safe from outside threats.
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Olay, Politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Qunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight.
This fucking peasant's trying to leech off my gains.
Do you ever think about what would happen if the Qunari conquered Orlais or Ferelden?
Some folks, like Cassandra or Cullen, would do fine if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rules. But the mages... Can you imagine Solus trying his fade dreaming under the Qun? Or Vivian doing her political bullshit? Both Sarah and Varric would mouth off until they ended up re-educated, drugged until their minds broke. So, to answer your question, no, I don't think about it much at all.
Oh.
How is everyday life different for Qunari?
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Val Royeaux gets up, gets dressed, and starts work. A baker in Parvolan does the same thing. They don't care about the Empire or the Qun. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
It can't be exactly the same. The Qunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms do you figure that baker in Val Royeaux has? Life isn't about freedom. The baker in Parvolan wonders if she'll be given enough eggs to do her work. Will they come on time? Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it's fresh, or will they come late and blame her because it's stale? Same crap in Val Royeaux. People are just people.
So you say.
See ya.
But what if that baker happens to make the best bread in the world? And he gets paid for it, huh? What about liberty? You're rewarded for your hard work. As a man not entitled to the sweat of his own brow.
So, you're one of those tranquil? Can you enchant rooms?
No, says the man in Russia. This is the one. I want to see if I can even transfer these, because they're made for apprentice mail. Oh, cool. And I forgot that I have access to everyone's inventory while we're here, which is such a nice change. So I should be able to give her stuff. Cotton longsword. I mean, better than what she has. That stunning grip.
Studied those skills.
Give that to Cassandra. The grip on it. It looks ridiculous.
Ah, pity. Well, please.
Alright. Need a new helmet yet? Yeah, definitely. Scout hat, I don't know about that. I should probably have my old soldier helmet. Armor's not totally outdated yet, but it will be whenever we reach the next tier. And accessories, and do we even have anything for her? I don't think so, really. So let's take some range defense, why not? Sarah, take dexterity. For sure I picked up a nice bow too. Sniper bow. Look at that. Look at that. It's a fat crit chance bonus. I'll take it. Vivian 42 line. Oh wait, I did want to change for armor, right? I had maybe this. And Solus. Do I want to give him that? Oh, we can't even use it yet, but probably, right? Yeah, I can use the level 11. Barracks. Fine. Probably good to sell shit now. I'll keep that. Sell one of those. Cat people call that cat gunning. It's apparently a very common occurrence. Sometimes you pick them up by the legs, use them like a machine gun. I think that it's probably most comfortable for him to just do the shotgun pump action on his stomach. It's like a belly rub.
You need something? Let me know.
Thrusting longsword. That's what I'm using now, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't look like I got any new one-handers. I did get these. Right, and currently Iron Bull has one of these. Oh, 131, I'll assume. These are significantly better. That's a nice looking longsword too. I wonder what the difference between that and the ball is. Like, is there any innate armor breaking or something on this? Like, 57. Using a common metal. And then it's probably the leather that's the difference. It does focus on critty stuff. Stat bonus, mostly magic focus, which isn't good for Iron Bull. I mean, willpower is fine, I guess, but magic. This one's all iron. Probably the better option. 95 of bloodstone. Obsidian. We have a lot of Summerstone now. Constitution, strength, strength and constitution, even split. It's not so bad. I like the idea of giving him strength, but he should get some constitution. Maybe I'll give him the bloodstone in one slot, and then regular strength in a different one. Iron. And that should need a handle and a pommel. The pommel probably carries over from whatever axe he's got. He needs this great sword grip. Armor penetration attack, stagger on hit, guard damage bonus. With attack. Armor penetration. Maybe I do that or fat attack bonus with this. Let's see, Iron Bull. Already got this pommel. Alright, did I get any upgrades for, like, Bianca? And just the aiming module. Guarded longbow grip. I don't know. 0. Fine. Shield? Nah. We're good on that. Alright. Do we head back into the field, or should I talk to another companion? Oh, it's a dummy. I thought there were people T-posing over there. Anything like a quest? Sandra's here and Colin.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
Yeah, well, boys.
That wasn't my idea.
I'd be concerned if it was. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems...
Wow, so she was playing this before the bomb went off anyways.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work. I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Ew.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
I feel like I need to like say all these to keep my options open for later on. Whoa.
There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander.
Your colon's probably still a virgin.
As I was saying.
Made him nut his pants when I said that.
Is there something you needed?
Is there anything I should know?
The Lord Seeker's actions are a mystery, but the Templars will aid us. They cannot sit idle while the breach remains.
So you say, but it seems like they don't give a shit about nothing anymore. They just want to be cool.
Why would Templars break away from the Chantry?
That's what I'm saying.
The Order believes the Chantry no longer supports their efforts. Not to the extent they should.
What do you mean?
But the Templars have served the Chantry for ages.
In that time, they've come to take the Order's services for granted. Templars risk their lives against blood magic, demons, abominations, to feel as if those efforts are dismissed. I may disagree with the Order's actions, but I'm here as proof of that. But I sympathize with their frustrations.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
What do you think of our ambassador?
We have little in common. How she delights in meeting with nobles all day is beyond me. But I enjoy working with her.
You say I don't like any of them. That's why I'm the third advisor. Because we have different opinions.
How do you like working with Leliana?
The Inquisition would not exist without her. I may not always agree with her methods, but she's more passionate about our cause than anyone. Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition publicly, but Leliana is just as responsible for its formation.
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
Our numbers are small, but they suit our needs for the time being. Some Templars have joined us instead of following the Order. They've proven invaluable in training new recruits.
Wow.
I should let you get back to work.
And what about this soft lady?
Ugh.
Impressive. You good?
Worried? Is it that obvious?
I'm afraid so.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
Too late to turn back.
Isn't
Deal
it a
with
bit
it.
late to worry about it now?
We have only just begun. My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But
Yeah,
I misjudged
maybe
you
you
in
should
picking,
lead.
did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day.
Okay,
I
maybe
cannot
you should
afford
not
to be
lead.
so careless again.
Okay to follow your instincts, but only if you're smart. If you're an idiot, then your instincts are probably wrong.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh, I know. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
That's how I was raised.
I believe he exists.
That's comforting. Surely the Maker put us both on this path for a reason. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Believe he exists. Such an agnostic answer. You know, there are plenty of people who believe that he left as soon as the Tevinters breached the Black City. Now we're all suffering.
I don't actually know much about you.
Original sin that caused the blights.
Not sure. Where are you from?
I was born in Ostwick, and that's where most of my family is.
The Trevellians, is it not? A large clan with a rather clever coat of arms. Tell me, do you consider the Free Marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
Hate it. None of your business. I'd go now if I had a choice, actually. I'm out seeing the world, you know, I'm doing hot girl shit.
I might, once this is done.
It will not be the same once you do.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Suspicious. Just being friendly, trying to make you not such a bitch.
No motivation beyond making things between us less...
Antagonistic?
Yes.
Exactly.
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lady.
78th in line for the throne? How many children did your dad have? Or is it like a cousin thing?
So you are the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
What is a right hand? Is it the one you wipe with?
But what does a right hand do, exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
Yep.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentaghasts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentaghasts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentaghasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
What happened to him?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Oh no.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus, I did not see Nevarra, the real Nevarra, until much later. By then, I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a Mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Whoa.
Your uncle was a Mortalitasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The Mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Nevarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
So you like mages then? That's good to know.
So, what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
Alright, well, that's how it works.
That's what happens with legends.
I am not a legend.
Damn cat.
Nor was I then.
I'm gonna break this
I
wire
was a
one
young
day.
woman barely out of training. To hear others tell it, I alone saved divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was
I wonder
a
they made the
dragon
cover
master at the
story.
Grand Cathedral. But I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
Nah, well.
I think you're a hero, no matter how you downplay it.
Fine. But it was 20 years ago. I will not rest upon my laurels.
Oh,
I'll let you get back to
fair,
work.
I suppose. Has been. Now you ain't shit, just a level 9 chick with a sword. Barely take down a dragon if she wanted to. Calls herself Navarran. You're worthless! You're nothing! Whoa! That's the wrong way. I want to go towards the wooden bridge that is right here. Plum that shit. Nuts. They look gross and sticky on the ground, but they're sexy when you put them on a person. Funny how that works, isn't it? I don't just mean because it's raining, I mean gross and sticky like a spider web. Because it's a freaking net. Oh! The book! The Lost City of Bermuda. The Bermuda Quadrangle. Quadrilateral. Trash. Cleansing room. Inflicts bonus damage against Red Templars and Darkspawn. Alright. Like a holy thing. The connection there is interesting to think about, right? Sounds kind of like, you know... The Red Lyrium is similar to, Darkspan. Perhaps it has the taint in it, as I've suggested before. I don't think there is an answer yet. Not that I remember, at least, but... You know, you see that the stuff is spreading. Something is spreading it. And I don't think that's, like, growing naturally. I think that it is getting infected. Normal lyrium is getting turned red. So maybe it's not specifically Darkspawn taint, maybe there's something else to it, because, like, lyrium mostly comes from the deep roads. It's been fine for God knows how long. Maybe it's literally that one red idol that's infecting it now it's surfaced or something, who knows. I should have put that staff blade on Solus's staff. I know the one I wanted to give him, he can't wield yet, and that one already has a blade. That's why I forgot about it, but shit. Those of our, why are they human-sized? Face paints are very thick. There's like skin on them. It's like the special suit from Spider-Man 2. Rip. Veilguard armor, that might be the next tier. Probably like in this house or something. Cabin key. Whoa! Damn it, he's so hard to hit. Is water secretly giving him a massive defense buff or something? Crikey. Core slimy. Cabin fever. Whoa. There is a ghost. Take. Waterlogged diary. Diary found in Fallow Manor. One water-soaked entry dated 10 days ago. Still legible. The damned roof leaks and I've been eating boiled roots for a week. I'm squatting in a bog and no one so much as spit in for 10 years. Still better than the alienage. Thank Andraste. That's the last time I visited the city for a while. I'm worried about the gardeners. They were sick when I left and now they're all down with a fever. And their little boy is at the death's door. Nigel Marsh said we should lock them in their home. The sour codger, maybe I can bring something to help. Is it Deathroot that cures the fever or Elfroot? I can't be Deathroot, can it? Can it? Ask Erica which is right. No, of course it can't be Deathroot, it's poisonous. It has death in its fucking name, dog. You think they're just gonna accept some potion from an elf just because you're an elf? You don't know alchemy, you should leave the medicine to professionals. Let the boy die in peace. And have his blood on your hands. And give him some fake ass medicine. Hey. Another pillar. Fuck. Holy cannoli, that's a lot of guys.
Free of corpses back to the shore.
Can't wait to use it.
Nice. Wonder if the torch would like keep enemies from spawning if I held it when I went in the water. Fire of Allant, these unreadable runes evoke for a moment. a sudden and overpowering feeling of smug and vengeful triumph, as though a difficult problem had been solved. There is an image of bottled elixir, and it fades. A cipher written in the last pages of Apostate's Weirdest journal correspond to the Veilfire writing found in the Foul Mire. The deciphered messages are notes that, when taken together, form a description on how to conduct a particularly dangerous poison. Nice. Sounds like combining that with the mage side quest, you will get a recipe for something. Perhaps a death root poison. Whoa, look at that windmill. So cool. Got wind and it mills. That's what I thought when I was a kid. I was like, it's a farm, it's gotta have a windmill. What's the windmill do? I don't know. Electricity, probably. I hadn't possibly considered that the wind was milling the grain, turning a little stone wheel in there and grinding it up.
Hold on, Bull!
It's fucking genius, and what's great about that is it can still make electricity while doing that. Whoa, 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 who killed my guys? Yo fucking mook. God damn. Oh shit. Where is Solus? No! Ah. Fuck. Windmill? Mine now. Oh. Guess I'm in combat. They'll live. Old but well kept, does not belong to the ban of this land. It is now mine. I have the power because I control the grain. What are you gonna do without bread? Not shit, that's what. Fucking hard-baked biscuits with no moisture in them. Standard travel rations. American biscuit, that is. In the UK, they call cookies biscuits. saying cookie is like slang, you know, it's a cookie, it sounds cute. I think that's what we call like the fluffy biscuit or something, like it's literally just a flip-flop. And the hockey puck that we call a biscuit, that's just foul. That's a travel ration. Alright, I thought that looked too grandiose to be anything unimportant. Okay, I wandered onto the right path. I did. I did. Well, you're challenged to a duel, so I imagine it'd be a good idea to go back to the campsite. Or wandering in there. I feel like that should be the map button. What it is in almost every PlayStation game. The one disadvantage of using a DualSense controller. I like everything about it except for the fact that I think it's a fucking PlayStation I'm playing on. I'm not using the share button ever. And I keep pushing the map button like it's the map button, even though it's not a map button, it just happens to always be the map button. It looks like a map, it's a big square in the middle of your controller, like, what else could it possibly be? Ah, bam. Not bad. My current shield's better though. Put materials into it, I did. Cabin at the end of the road. Bam! Did a whole lot of ain't shit. Bloodboat. I'm not too concerned about picking up plants. I mean, you need a substantial amount for upgrades, but it seems like elf root's the most important one. So you have all the bloodboats you need. All the bloodboats you need, unless you're trying to restock a grenade or something. I don't have quite yet, so I don't have to worry about it. I do, I have the bee grenade, I just forgot to make it twice. Hope that doesn't mean the stream dropped. And it did. Fuck me. Every goddamn day. Right, do I have no internet at all? No, looks like my connection's good. Just, Happened a few times. Sometimes if it's only for a couple seconds, the video will stay up just fine on YouTube, but let's see. I don't know why big white box is distracting now. Hey. No, it's busted. If I had like an audience, I'd probably try and words, where are my words? You know, restart the stream. Keep it live at least, and still do the video after the fact, and then I have to like open an editor and combine them. At that point, I might as well just go through it and cut out stuff that's not interesting, and maybe it died and had to redo something or whatever. Try not to do that too much. And I used to do it a lot, and it just made a lot more work for me, really. Sometimes I felt it was warranted if I wasted like an hour getting my ass beat and I didn't even follow through, like I walked away because I decided I wasn't strong enough. And I usually feel like the struggle is part of the journey. A spoiler magnificent note from Louis Dreyer, Ellie. It is not safe in the village. Jin saw horned monsters in the fog near castle. Horned monsters, do you have a var? Dragon piss. Name is probably figurative, but no one knows for sure. Light of power for Cassandra for some reason. I don't have a better way to give me a skill point to make me equip an amulet that instantly destroys itself. I know, we've been skirting around the Avar base here for a while now. Corpse in the water, and a fire in the reeds. Kill up! Fucking kill up! I don't think that the enemies will spawn unless I step in the water personally. One of those things you notice when you're a gamer. Chains of love.
Too many of them.
Oh, look at this fortress. Too many of them. Get to the castle. Are they really that strong? Couple pussies to me.
They're endless. Head to the castle.
Ah, oh shit, I guess there's more spawning.
They're endless. We should head to the castle.
Okay, they are in fact more spawning. Get moving, folks. Disengage. Fuck you. Ah. Oh, fuck. They broke that thing on purpose. Tactical advantage. Got a entry flag right there. Didn't give a shit about this fortress, and I'll feel bad about taking it. Supplies. That means it's gonna refill my posh. Dang. Nice. Oh, the lever crunk. They open up that gate in the back, or does it close the front gate? Back gate is. Ah. Yeah, right. What's this one do? Damage coming from the front's reduced. Nice. Epic. So that combined with an actual shield, you'll be at 50% damage blocked from the front. That's pretty good. I don't know if I even have to be using the shield ability for that to block to happen. I just take half damage from the front. Cast me.
I am the hand of Korth himself.
Korth. Like, hand of my ass, bitch. scatter. Probably because I'm standing on stairs. It's all fucked in the head. Ah! This is supposed to destroy guards, and it should shield bash them.
You get that thing I asked about?
It should be there next time we head back to base. Not easy to find, by the way.
How do you guys live without this stuff?
I don't see what the deal is, honestly, but different tastes.
Now I just need some hot milk and some of those Orlesian guimauves to put in it.
Hey, what you do with this cocoa is up to you. I don't need to hear about it.
Hot chocolate. Extra damage for each enemy within the 8 meters. Damn. Maybe the haft and pommel can be replaced, but still, I just made that sword, and this is like good. And the damage is probably about the same, but that 5% damage for each enemy, that's gonna make it outclass it pretty quickly. Sword I made helped him acquire it though, so that's something, right? Okay, let's do some math because the damage is lower, but it has all these stats on it, like 5% sunder on hit. What's 5% of 147? Well, 10% would be like 14, so 7. It gets 7 extra damage, meaning we need about 4 enemies around for it to outclass this in damage alone. But it does have the stat bonuses, that's something to consider, but no, this one's got stat. I guess he'll keep the great sword they worked so hard on. So something to consider is we're gonna recruit Blackwall, who, his name is Blackwall. I always kind of just assumed he should be a shield guy, and like he starts with a weapon and shield, but technically we can make him a two-handed guy if we wanted, and that would make more sense for us because I'm already the second shield person. Like, there's only one two-handed guy. And so, yeah, it would make more sense to make either him or Cassandra a two-hander. And, you know, maybe the two-handeds fit Cassandra's personality better. But I don't want to travel with her because she's a bitch. For the moment, at least. Maybe I'll change my mind later, but, you know.
Herald of Andraste.
Wait, fucking, what good is she?
Is everyone alright?
Yes, your worship. The injured need some rest, but we can return on our own.
I can't believe the Herald came for us.
Yes, yes, I am Andraste. Flash. This looks like the final boss room from Human Souls. Is there not a place for me to, like, lay down a banner? I thought I could claim this fortress. Achievement for claiming, like, 3 fortresses. I thought this was one of them.
Your god looks after you, Herald.
Yeah.
There lies the brat. His father, chief of our holding, would duel me for the loss if he cared enough.
Does he care?
The Inquisition has a purpose your chief lacks. Join me. Help us stop the breach.
Is this why the Lady of the Skies led me here? To help heal the wounds in her skin? Aye, I'll join you. Let me make peace with my kid and I'll find where you set your flag.
Swear fealty. Bend the knee, giant. Oh, and orcs do. Cross your heart and hope to die. Stick a needle in my eye. So, is that a no? Claiming this? Double back, see if anything's changed. I don't see no holographic. Ain't no holographic. Burrow. Maybe there'll be one in the first part of the castle. I thought I saw an arrow. Only now apparent that it's there. I was staring at it like there's no animation. It must have been a joke, but no. Sometimes it just appears kind of lightly like there. Like it kind of blends in with Iron Bull's portrait. And then it appears again when it's like full color. Weird. Weird animation they picked for that. Gates closed. I have to like hit the lever to let them back in. One-way portcullis. It's in ruins, but come on. Most of a castle, we should totally claim this. Why does it not let me claim it? I guess you'd have to constantly defend it from undead, and that kind of fucking sucks. Doesn't seem like these guys are spawning infinitely anymore. The reason Bull isn't coming. I guess that's it for the Fallow Mire. I think that was smaller than the Storm Coast, but it still took us to like 1 o'clock. Not 3 hours. These don't all need to be 4 or 5 hours long, right? Let me see. The AI claim Fallow Mire press. Fuck Fallow Mire. I made a Reddit post about how annoying that zombie horde at the gate was, and we made it a joke. He probably wasn't the right level. Stubborn bastard. Respect. Don't go to fucking Reddit and bitch about it, though. Alright, I see no mention about claiming it. I also want to look at like a completed map and see if there's anything worth going off these beaten paths that we've gone on. Go. I see a little chain of islands a bit north of this fort. But that's about it, really. There's like something kind of over here too. It doesn't look substantial. I think we're probably good to go. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Oh, I see a mid-animation. Alright, I gotta pee, so enjoy this loading screen. God damn it. Fuck me. Disengage. Here, now let's BRB. Stood up. Underwear was glued to my ass cheeks. I am sticky right now. It's supposed to be at like 90 degrees tomorrow, I think, or I guess that'd be today. It's also supposed to rain though, so it's gonna be humidity. It's gonna be gross. You can sell Schaefer's Rampart trash. Vanguard armor. Look at that. Ooh. It's like the same undershirt that we currently have, but rather than a leather coat, got more armor. Got a little dress on it too to give some character, you know. How's it compare stat-wise? Pretty good. I just gotta transfer over the arms and golden. We'll equip that. What does Bull have? This is better. Maybe Cassandra should get it. Remember that fucking Avar armor? Like, why don't you just take that and I'll make myself some new arms. Bull, I got these Vitar. Crit damage bonus, nah. Death Rube. Go for it. Okay.
Smithing is hot work. Here, have something to drink.
That's not the one. Craft armor? Elven cowl. Did I sell? No, Solus has it. Remember I had a fire resistance cowl or something to that effect. I remember ever whipping it. Read T for titties. Do I not have Defender's Coat arms for crafting? Huh. Oh well.
You need something, let me know.
We'll live.
You need something, let me know.
Do I have a pummel on my sword? That's my... And... No, it doesn't have a pummel. It has a rune slot. I do not have runes at the moment.
Another time then.
Alright, we just got some shit to sell. Oh, that. Weapon. Rampart trash, battle axe trash. Might use that shield. One-sided blade. It's something to give him. Right wall, I mean, like... I haven't decided, but I might try and make him two-handed just because it could be interesting. I guess we're good. So I could go to the desert and do more meaningless grinding, or I can see how far I can get in the hinterlands and recruit our remaining companions. There's two who can be found in the hinterlands still, and then there's one more person we can get, unless the expansion's added one, which I don't know about. The last one isn't going to join us until we pick a side, and he'll intervene during that mission, from what I remember. I feel like I should complete the area objective like once at least, so let me do that.
I saw prisoners and jailers. The prisoners learned fear, and the jailers
Whoa!
These truths the Maker has revealed to me.
Been here how long? You're just using storage in a goddamn house of God.
One death. There is but
Thank you for all that you
In the Lord's name.
is
Lord's name in vain while being indignant about blasphemy.
And Mother Giselle
Hilarious.
will treat all demon claw wounds as you suggest to deal with the venom. Good day to you.
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Alright.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Alright. A council. Do we have any perks? Did we earn anything for doing that? Would be nice if I could go back and pick that lock real quick. Hey. Need 4 points in the category to upgrade lockpicking. That's some bullshit. Alright, let's just upgrade our fucking search radius. Why not? I'm chewing on my damn wires, cat. Alright, so the shards that we've been picking up, obviously we won't be able to do everything here. You just pop in and I don't know how the shards are spent. Maybe they open doors at milestones or something, but you're going to be coming back to this particular place a lot. I don't know if I want to do it right this very moment. Probably just going to go back to Hinterlands for a bit since we only got time to explore some. Hopefully I can get a mount. A couple of these to do. Leanna, heard your little birdies have had some recent success picking up shiny things for the Inquisition. Maybe you can help me out. One of the apprentice smiths saw me walking by with my Bianca. We struck up a conversation. The apprentice said he once met a barbarian mage named Provident, who had ideas for improving the precision of siege engines and wondered if they could be adapted for Bianca. Then he got into phrases like recoil dampening and rectilinear motion, and I politely excused myself. Those sound like good things. Could you tell your magpies to keep an eye out for Provident or his designs? Obviously, I don't have trouble with Bianca's accuracy, but she does like it when Daddy gets her new fittings. I can certainly tell my agents to look for this Provident, but I wouldn't get my hopes up since the Mage Rebellion. So many have been killed or lost, I wouldn't hold my breath for these designs either. Module 2, nice. I should have had more faith in my agents. Of course they tracked down Provident, who has sought shelter from the Mage-Templar conflict. With a wealthy Navarran patron, we provided a brief description of Bianca. Provident adapted design for leaf spring stabilizer to suit one of her stocks. We were also able to secure his original designs for our own use with Siege Engine. Alright, I'll go make an aiming module. The Upon the making sea, the Almari runes found in a mountain passage outside. This is the island I pointed to first, I want to point out. The Almari runes found in the mountain passage outside Haven finally giving up their secrets, pointing to one of the larger islands off the northern coast of Relden. The island is quite large and covered in dense wilderness, so searching it will be an involved process according to the runes. However, there should be some connection to the original disciples of Andraste and the Guardian of the Sacred Ashes. This requires stealth. Few skilled agents give enough time to probably search the island. I know a few adventurers trustworthy enough to send to the islands, let them search and report back for us. Sounds fun. But they could pocket the loot. As soon as we show interest in the area, others will follow. Let's go in force and occupy the islands. I don't feel like we're the kind of people that should be like claiming land like that. An adventure. It's like, yeah, it's stealthy, but it's also like open so they can get help if they need it.
At your service.
We found what we were looking for, an ancient vole, all but buried in the thick vegetation at the heart of the island. No doubt untouched for thousands of years, the efforts to open the vault without setting off traps was considerable, and we found within was interesting. According to an agent named Ryan, this was the retreat of one of the last of Andraste's disciples, a guardian who fled some manner of attack on the site of Sacred Ashes. He expected reinforcement by other disciples who never arrived. Whatever texts the man thought to preserve have mostly crumbled, but we recovered a number of other artifacts from the site. It is significant, and that will undoubtedly prove great interest to Chantry scholars, even if it will take them years to sort through all their debris. And spelt of urgency. Your route through the Frostbacks. We explored the Fallow Mire after you cleared the place out. I've stumbled upon an old road that leads to west of the Frostbacks. If it's cleaned up, you could use it to save weeks off a journey through the mountains. I'd rather be wet than freezing. You'll be wet and then freezing. That's the worst part. An unknown road would be perfect for our spies. If it remains secret, we can have a few people clear the way. Maybe. Merchants would give a great deal for this route. They'd reward us handsomely for the location of the road. Honestly, what good are our spies if they're only able to move stealthily on this one fucking road? They're shady. We can make profit off it. We could move troops east to west without risking the mountains. Let us keep this road for our soldiers. They can repair it. Good money.
Let us begin.
Money. The trap is Relden. Drive almost a hard bargain for merchant prices in Antiva, but I managed to negotiate a fair price for location road from the Falmire. Enhanced belt of Winter's Pact. Cool.
There was no word for heaven or for earth or sea.
Double them belts. Gold-based abilities are moderately more powerful at the cost of a moderate amount of health. Like blood magic? Do I spend health with the spell, or does it reduce my health? I don't see any stats going down, so I'm thinking it's more like blood magic. Where the spell gains a moderate boost to attack speed when below half health. That's cool. Eric? Oh yeah. You sell anything useful?
Mother Giselle says we're losing.
Nah, same crap. Buy him just in case.
The Maker is watching over.
How much money do I have? 3,000. Maybe I should stop in Valroyo and buy some recipes.
Travel safely.
I thought I got the recipe for aiming module 2. Is that not correct? Maybe not. Maybe I just got an aiming module too? Is that possible? Materials, upgrades. Yeah, I just got an aiming module too and some shit. Oh, I forgot that you picked those up. It's awesome. I'm gonna put those on my armor too while I'm here.
Another time,
Nice. Plates and now looks like proper armor. That. Baits. Look at that. I feel like they kicked in the face of one of them. It'd be nice to give it to one of our mages. Probably Vivian. Varric. Nice.
should serve you well.
Okay. I'm 30. Yeah, let's go to the hinterlands for a little bit and hopefully I can get a mount. See if I can spot that on the map. There's the horse master. So, I guess I would want me to go further this way, maybe. I doubt I'll make that in time. There's Redcliffe. Murph. And over there we got Dragon Camp. Dragon Nest, whatever. Go to Crossroads. So they're gonna make me walk across this entire massive map first before they give me a mount to go across the smaller maps. Oh. Crashed, awesome. Love that. I would hope that the last autosave was when I did a war table. New season Deep Rock came out today. I didn't get to play it yet. Love how it didn't autofocus the recently opened application. Beans. That sounds like a crash. Alright, well. The RAM's probably full. Just give it time. We can end it here. Don't worry about it. I guess I will see you guys later. And it is 1 o'clock. It'd be nice if I got to play something else or maybe just sleep. Like sleep. I haven't eaten dinner the last few days, or not before work. I have been staying up late and then waking up too late to go get food or even make it. So, yeah. It's not that I haven't eaten. Obviously, I've eaten a full meal, otherwise I'd be starving. But, you know, I like that. Or eat before I go in, if I can. So, yeah. We will see what I do with this extra time, but it seems like Dragon Age doesn't want to be open at the moment, so we'll give it some space. I will see you guys in a couple days, probably. Just a couple. Bye-bye.